Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, looking at more juicy IPAs from the UK. We've been flooded with great UK IPAs at the moment, and I got some bonus ones in a trade with Keith, so thanks a ton to Keith for the beers. We initially traded, if you saw it on Instagram you'll know, but we initially just traded for me to get the last bottles I needed for the set of the re-released Price Old Ales from Gales. But he threw in some extra cans from Verdant and some other stuff as well from Cloudwater and whatnot, which is fucking awesome. So thanks a ton to Keith. You're the man, dude. Looking forward to be trying some Verdant. It's been a while. This is a Verdant beer, guys. This is 2 months old now, so not the freshest, but it's smelling pretty amazing for 2 months in the room. And I think Keith said these has been in the fridge since release, pretty much all the beers, so they should have kept up at his place. So they should have kept up pretty well. But this is the Verdant Gardens of Narrative IPA, and it's funny. A lot of the beers are references to poets and stuff like this. In you know, English and American literature, which is pretty interesting because it's stuff I know about from school before I did brewing. This is a reference to a Frank O'Hara poem called Song. And yeah, so this IPA is on 6.6%. It's made with extra pale, best ale, wheat, oats, and caramel malts. The hops are Equinox, Mosaic, and Centennial, and they use their house blend yeast. And for some reason they use an image from the Natural History Museum of Carolina, Florida, and the Bahama Islands. So maybe that's a reference to the poet. So I don't know much about Frank O'Hara, but yeah, some kind of reference in there, I guess. But we got Gardens of Narrative poured, and that looks really nice. It really reminds me in color of the Wylam and Yeasty Boys WXY3. It's that super hazy golden yellow color. And Verdant, in my mind, is probably the best hoppy beer maker at the moment in the UK, at least from some of the beers I had last year. They're like top tier, so this will be really fun to try. But yeah, hazy golden orange, white head, let's check out the aroma. Also, Centennial, interesting choice of hop, like more old school hop with Mosaic and Equinox, but let's check it out. Is this 2 months old? What? It smells really orangey. Loads of orange. I think I can smell the Centennial. It has a kind of more classic grapefruit vibe, but it's almost, because it's quite sweet, it's almost like it's sugar-coated grapefruit or something like that, pink grapefruit. And it smells like, and the thing with Verdant, they also like to give it a little bit of bitterness, which is really nice. Because you can smell it's going to be a little bit bitter. And then maybe a touch of the blueberry note, maybe a bit of mango as well, like the sweeter tropical fruits. It smells quite nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys, and thanks a ton to Keith for the beer. That's drinking pretty nicely for 2 months old. It's kind of like old school means new school, I think. Because Centennial is more a play on the flavor. It's that kind of slightly earthy but grapefruity and piney hop flavor. Then also a good amount of grapefruit, actually. That pink grapefruit, sugar-coated pink grapefruit. It's definitely got some sweet citrus as well. Like an orange tangerine thing. I'm not getting much tropical fruit on the flavor, really. It's mostly the citrus fruits, but it's quite nice. But it's not as good as some of the other Verdant beers I've had as of late, but this is also the oldest of all the cans we have from Verdant. But for 2 months, this is holding up very nicely. It has a bit of a green hop flavor as well, like a kind of green hop matter, herbaceous flavor, but not tons of it. It's kept in check, but I think that's also like just one of the flavors from Centennial, really. But it's quite nice. Not a mind-blowing beer compared to some of the other Verdant IPAs, but very nice. Mouth feels like medium, slick, silky, not super fat and chewy, as in like putty was crazy chewy. But it's quite nice. So yeah, worth a shot for sure if you have it in your fridge still, guys. Gardens of Narrative, I think you should drink it now while it's still somewhat fresh. I think that it actually expires in next month. Yeah, it does in March. They give them 3 months of age. That's pretty nice, actually. It shows that they care about the flavor of the hops, which is great in these styles of IPA. So yeah, rating-wise for the Verdant Brewing Company, Verdant Brewing Company, that sounded funny, Gardens of Narrative IPA, I'm thinking like a 92, 93. Quite nice IPA, but it's not blowing my mind as much as other Verdant beers, but still worth a shot for sure, and tasty stuff. So thanks a ton to Keith for the beer. If you guys had a chance to try Gardens of Narrative IPA, let me know what you thought of it, especially if you had this bad boy fresh when it was just released. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.